Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Chrissy T, and I'm back with a recap of Loving Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 18. So the episode opens up with Jock, Mendices, and Scrappy. They out playing golf, or should I say they out trying to play golf. Mendices asked the fellas how would they feel if their wife decided to donate an egg to her cousin who was having difficulty having a baby. So Scrappy is confused, and he said, well, Yandy is pretty much having a baby by another man. And you know what? I never looked at it from that point of view. So, okay, he's kind of making sense. So Jock sounded like he fully understood. He said that what Yandy is doing is she's empowering her sister. So Mendices goes on to say that he was offered $100,000 for his sperm, but he never took the money. And Jock was like, all this peen that he has given away on a daily basis, he could have earned a good living. So now he has to rethink things. Why do men think it's honorable to be a male escort? There's nothing cute about that. So Mendices said that he asked Yandy if she was okay with him accepting $100,000 for his sperm. And she said, hell no. So he's saying Yandy doesn't understand what she's doing and how it would affect the life of her and the kids. But I say what they don't know won't hurt them. The kids shouldn't know a damn thing. They are kids. Furthermore, they shouldn't be involved in adults' business anyway. So I think it's her body, and she should be able to decide what to do with it. But on the flip side, she did say she wasn't okay with Mendices donating sperm. So this kind of complicates things. So you have a right to tell him he can't donate sperm, but he doesn't have a right to tell you can't donate your egg. Do you see how complicated this is? So I say do it. Don't tell Mendices, and just pray that the baby doesn't come out looking like Yandy. So in the next scene, Scrappy is trying to convince himself that single life is amazing and he's free, but yet he juggling women. Scrappy is one of those guys that can't stay single. Okay, he always have to have a woman. So you know what? And he has these women in rotation: Erica, Bambi, Diamond, then back to Erica. He has them in rotation. And that doesn't sound like a person that likes to be single. On top of that, he's already talking about marriage with Erica Dixon. So the same person that he called trifling and a bad mother, he went on a date with, and then talking about marriage. So Scrappy decides he wants to have a divorce party, and Jock ain't really feeling it. He said that it's almost like celebrating the end of a marriage. And I get that. So Scrappy tells them that he went on a date with Erica, but notice towards the end of this episode, he tells Mama D, but tell her don't tell nobody. Make it make sense. And Jock and Khaotic are just as confused as we are, because he was just dating Diamond. So he got these women in rotation, and it's sad. So in the next scene, we see Amy and Mazi. They are back together. Okay, but were they together when she went to the Bahamas and let Khaotic palm her ass? These hoes ain't loyal. So she is saying that Mazi was actually her ex-fiance, and they've been on and off for 6 years. And she called off the engagement because she wanted him to get his ish together and be more responsible. So hopefully spinning the block produces the results she needs from Mazi. Because at his big age, if he ain't responsible by now, then more than likely he won't. And because she involved her family in her relationship, she's hesitant to inform them that she and Mazi are back together. She fears their disapproval because she knows sharing the negative things about her man has already shaped their perception of him, which more than likely will overshadow the positive aspects of him or the positive changes that he has made. And that's just how it always is. They are always going to remember the negative aspects that you told them, regardless of the changes he's made. And that's the mistake you make when you get your family or friends involved in your relationship. You may accept him back, but they ain't. And we'll see later that Amy's mother and her sisters are livid that she's back with her ex. And if you don't want your family opinions about your relationship, then keep them out of your business. It's that simple, and that creates less drama. So Mazi was on the internet showing his ass when they broke up. He was saying things like she left him for fame. So he tried to make her look bad in order to make himself look like an angel. And she said he didn't mention that he was laying on his ass all day with no job, playing a game and smoking reefer all day. And Amy thinks Mazi should apologize to her mom and sister. And I don't know. I mean, I guess he could apologize, but they still don't want y'all together. So Mazi tells Amy to tell her ex Khaotic, who she now calls her best friend, let him know there's a new sheriff in town and daddy's home. So he pretty much trying to let him know that whatever y'all got going on or had going on, it needs to stop because I'm home. Okay. So in the next scene, we see Spice and Rennie. They're meeting up to do yoga with goats. These people do anything, just anything. Who comes up with this stuff? So this is supposed to be a part of their anger management. So the goats are on their backs while they're doing yoga on all fours. And it's supposed to feel like a massage. But one of the goats pissed on Rennie's back. So that was so damn funny. They pissed on her. So Rennie tells Spice that she's planning a birthday party for her son. And she's decided to invite the kid's dad because she does want him to be a part of their lives. So she says that he was locked up when the kids were younger. And now that they're older, he wants the same connection with them that they have with their mother. And that's not going to happen. And I noticed this a lot when absentee fathers, when they enter the kids' life, they expect immediate acceptance. They expect that immediate connection, but that's not going to happen. You have to build the trust, okay? And having that connection takes time, especially when your presence has been scarce for most of their lives. So Rennie goes on to say that losing her mom helped her put things in proper perspective. She said that her and Donald, I think his name is, don't have the best co-parenting relationship, but she wants that to change. And she's willing to open the door for him to be involved in their kids' lives. And at the same time, she says she's a bit hesitant because she don't want her kids to be disappointed. And honey, I understand because even with my daughter, her absentee father came around. We had all these high expectations. We thought we were moving forward. He was going to be involved in her life, only to disappoint her. Only to disappoint her. Bastard. And she's 17 now, but that really did hurt her. And she hasn't seen her dad since she was 5. And it's crazy because I was always the one having to reach out to him because she would constantly ask for him. So I felt like I had to do that. He never took the initiative to come and see her. He knew where we lived, but I was always reaching out. So in the next scene, we see young Jock. He's doing some retail therapy at a car dealership. And here comes Erica Banks popping up out of nowhere. So I can clearly see that Jock is going through a lot with his mother. And he don't want to hear her shit. And neither do I. His mother is sick. And if I'm not mistaken, she passed shortly after they wrapped up the season. So here she is coming to him. He don't want to be bothered with your business and your damn love life. But I will admit that Jock did a wonderful job pretending that he give a damn. So moving on from her, because why? Why are you coming to this man? Knowing his mom is sick, the heifer didn't ask, how you doing, Jock? How's your mom doing? No, she went straight into her own business. So she's talking about her relationship with Khaotic. He gave her some real advice. Focus on yourself. Short and sweet. So in the next scene, we see Amy, who just told us she is back with Mazi, but yet she out here playing tennis with Khaotic. So Khaotic tells her, I seen your little boyfriend in the community, because you do know we live in the same community. And I seen him walking your dog and driving your damn car. That's that broke bum starter kit driving her damn car while she at work. So out of nowhere, guess who shows up? Mazi shows up. And Amy said he was only supposed to pick her up. He wasn't supposed to get his ass out the car, but he did. So Khaotic ain't feeling Mazi. So in his confessional, he said Mazi pulled up looking like the thrift version of him. Honey, I fell out. I died. He said Mazi looked like the thrift version of himself. Child, I can't. Then he said that Mazi ain't got the money he got. Well, is that all you have to offer, Khaotic, is money? If that's it, then it's sad. Because your money, just because you got money, don't make you valuable. Okay? So moving on to the next scene, we see Rennie and her son's father. They're having a conversation. And she said that's the first time they can sit together without hurling insults at each other. So he apologized for being an absent parent. And he said that he appreciates her for being a good mother. And she did a good job raising their kids. But in her confessional, she says that she's surprised that he apologized because he has so much pride. Well, I'm not surprised. He's on TV, and of course he wants to be on his best behavior. But I do believe that his apology was sincere, and I do hope they continue to raise their kids together. So in the confessional, she also said that all it took to get them on the same page was her extending him the olive branch. And you know something? That's a sad reality for many of us. We find ourselves having to reach out to these absentee fathers, as they may not take the initiative otherwise. So it makes it necessary for us to extend the olive branch. And I'm wondering, if she didn't reach out to him, would he have showed up to the party? So in the next scene, Mazi and Amy invited her mother and her sisters over for dinner. And first of all, her mother looks 25 and she looks damn good. So her mother is not pleased with the reconciliation between Amy and Mazi. And Amy just wants her mother's blessings. So as they're talking, Mazi blurts out that they're moving in together. And they're not happy with it. And because she already involved them in her relationship, then they have every right to tell her how they feel. And they're not happy. They are not happy with her being in this relationship with Mazi. And if she doesn't want to hear their feedback, then stop getting them involved. And her mom says he has a lot of growing up to do. And for me, seeing him on this episode, I can say the same thing. I don't think he's matured at all. So in the next scene, we see Scrappy at his divorce party. Khaotic grabs the mic and says that he's happy that Scrappy is back in these streets again, and he don't have to be out there alone by himself. And Erica Banks' antennas shot right up, honey. She went up to the mic and she grabbed it from him. Obviously, she wasn't pleased with what he said. Girl, he playing games with you. Just dumb. Meanwhile, Scrappy is outside talking to Diamond, saying the very same things he was just saying to Erica less than 12 hours ago. How much he appreciate her for always being there for him. And this is exactly why Erica should not take this man seriously. He's another Safari, if you ask me, but less corny. So then, moving back to Erica Banks, she's confronting Khaotic about him being all up in Amy face in the Bahamas. Why do these women like looking stupid? Like, girl, come on. So Khaotic tells her that, him and Amy are just friends. They was on some chilling homie type shit. He tells her he's 100% faithful to her. And she says in her confessional, despite his past, she gonna have to believe him. What a dumbass. Once again, insanity. Dating the same man Amy had, who cheated on her, but yet Erica is expecting different results. She can't be this dumb. So she gonna believe her man. So in the next scene, Scrappy tells Mama D that he had a date with Erica, but don't want her to tell nobody when he has already told everybody. So the party guests, I think it was Diamond and Erica Banks, were chanting divorce, divorce, divorce. And Scrappy notices that Jock didn't say it. So he feels like he's getting love from everybody else in the club except Jock. So Scrappy doesn't feel like Jock is on point with him. So Jock had to let him know, don't get it twisted. Appearances can be deceiving. Someone might seem to celebrate your success, but deep down in their heart, they're wishing for your downfall. So Scrappy wasn't very receptive to that wisdom and knowledge that Jock was giving him. He was upset about it. And I think Jock wasn't feeling it because what he's dealing with his mom. Damn, did the cast forget that his mama is sick? Y'all, that's the end of this episode. Leave your thoughts in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.